Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. Today is day 18 for 30 days of sketches and Scraptember. This is the sketch and I believe it is a Hip Kit Club sketch and the name was blurry so I couldn't tell what it said. But it is super neat. Looks like it has some mixed media. One picture looks like they maybe did a Christmas layout with some bows and some snowflakes and a title. And the Scraptember prompt is selfie. So there's that. So I decided I had picked a few different pictures. It's me and my son, first and second day of school, me and my family in the background going to the movies for the first time in forever. But then today, while I'm recording this today is the 17th, but today is my anniversary. And so I took this picture when my husband and I were out on our anniversary date and thought this would be the most fitting picture to use on the layout. Obviously, I'm not going Christmas and snowflakes because it is September in Kentucky. So I have already matted this and I've already pre-done a little of my background paper because the mixed media needed to dry. So I don't really have any other papers to bring in. I have these embellishments, some random things that I have found. I don't even know who most of them belong. This is Stickabilities. This is Carolee's Creation. Adorn It. I don't even know who that is. And then I have a stack of stickers that are hearts, and I don't know what happened to them. I'll have to hunt them down. They are from Miss Grossman's, and they are red with some gold in them because the paper that I used some gold in here, and we are wearing red, and it's my husband's favorite color, and of course red is a sign of love, so it all fit together. So I will hunt down those heart stickers and we'll get started. So we will see. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing for this mixed media splatters here and here, but I guess we'll see together. So let's see how this goes. So I had to hunt down the Miss Grossman's hearts and I got those. So now I'm ready to go. For this paper, I took my Tim Holtz Ranger Alcohol Pearlescence in two different colors. The top line is Villainous. The bottom line is Enchanted. And then that middle line is a mixture of the two, as well as some mixative gold, which is, like I said, all Ranger Tim Holtz alcohol inks. And I blended, I did only the pink on the bottom and only the purple on the top, but then added some gold on the ends. So I have, I let that dry while I worked on layering up this picture. This literally just happened a few hours ago. We were at dinner at 5:30 and I came home and recorded this at like 8:30. So this is the fastest turnaround on a layout I probably have ever had. So I put this picture, I cut it into a 4x4. I printed it on my Canon Selfie. I cut it out, put it on light pink that's similar to the pink in the inks. Put it on a red because I knew I was going to bring red in the back when I first started all this. And then a lavender that's similar to the top ink, and then matted it on a hot pink on the back. And I didn't want any of them to be thick layers, just a very thin border all around. Then I put some of the fun foam on the back of it so it would stand out some. And glued that down with some Elmer's glue. I used some Adtech glue the other day. No, my stuff fell off and I pitched that, so no. So I'm hoping that the Elmer's doesn't give me grief, but I did put a couple pieces of double-sided tape on there as well. But on top of mixed media, I like to use liquid glue because I have heard that is the best option. So Now that I have that down and a little bit to the left, just like in the layout or in the sketch, I took this die cut that I have just tucked away and tuck it in there, the big heart at the top. And then I have these Miss Grossmans in multiple sizes that are red with gold around them. And I tuck those in, just kind of following along with the way that they have in the sketch with the snowflakes. So I pulled a bunch of them in. Like, I've got all the red and pink and purple hearts I had, just in case I wanted to bring them in. But I ended up just using the red with the gold, and then some of the little ones that I have a ton of. So I used any of the lavender, the pink, and the red, just to give a little bit more of a size variation, similar, like I said, to the sketch. So this layout comes together really quickly. It took more time for me to do the background ink than it did to do the rest of the layout. So I think regular time, this is an 18-minute video, and a lot of that is me looking for those dang hearts. Ah, dear. So now I have all of the little hearts scattered up and down the left side, tucked in by the picture, and I love the way that they look. But I would definitely need some more things. In the sketch, there's some snowflakes right next to the picture. And then, of course, there's a title at the bottom, and there's still some mixed media or some kind of droplets. So I pull this sticker sheet out, and it is by Adorn It. I don't know. This came in a marketplace thing that I got, so I did not purchase this myself, but I thought that this phrase says, "To love someone is to see a miracle invisible to others." And I loved bringing in a little bit of black. I didn't want to bring a ton, but I knew that I had another thing I was going to use that had some black in it. So I matted it on this, like a shimmery black. So I was keeping with the theme, and I spend way too much time trying to get this laid down because I want it to be even. But my stripes aren't necessarily exactly even. And so I was lining it up with that, but then it was cockeyed. So I spent a lot of time fighting with my T-ruler, trying to get it laid down right. Because I wanted to tuck it in right there but in between the medium-sized heart and the little baby hearts, right below the pink stripe. But I don't want it to cover over any of the hearts. I'm just being picky, but, it is what it is, and that's what I wanted. So after I get that finally laid down and attached with some double-sided tape, I am trying to figure out exactly what I want to do now, and this word love is exactly what I want. It's pinks and red, and it's in a gold shine, came from Stickabilities. Perfect. I thought I'd lay it down on the side, but then I didn't like it being sideways, and decided that to break up the difference in this heart up here, I would put it there. And then I have these 3 gemstone in a lavender and a pink that I thought would be perfectly fitting right over there on the left where the snowflakes were in the sketch. And now I have this other little sheet, and it doesn't have a name on it. Something else I got in that same marketplace purchase, and it has a bunch of word phrases about love. And I ended up picking out It'll Always Be You. And it's on it's on vellum, not almost like it is vellum, a sticky vellum, but it was going to stand out a little bit more than I wanted to. So I trimmed, that's what I was just doing, was trimming around. So there's not as much of that fuzzy or foggy looking vellum around the words. And then I think that is the end of the stickers, the end of the embellishments. And I am trying to decide what I want to put down as the splattery bits. And I just this week got some Delusions shimmer sprays from Ranger. And the one I picked was Crushed Grape. Since I already have some pink on here, I wanted to add a little bit of the purple. So I covered up my lovely picture and tapped some little spots around. And I wanted some big splotches because I know that they are like that in the sketch, and I like the difference and not just the little itty bitty splotches, but some bigger ones too. So I got a little extra out and did some dollops on there, and I love the way that it turned out. But I end up, before all is said and done, going in and kind of smooshing them a little bit, so it gives it a little bit more of a not smeared, but kind of smeared look. Then I realized that I forgot to put, I was matting this whole thing in the first place on red. So I pulled my red paper out, and it's a shiny paper, and I will go in and cut that. So, and that's the end of the layout. So I hope you all get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Have a great day, and happy scrapping.